Hey, I'm Joel Wanasek, and we're going to dig into JW Bus Glue Vocals. JW Bus Glue Vocals has a lot of cool things going on in it. First and foremost is the basic limiter, which is very powerful at, pinning your vocals down, making them slightly aggressive, putting them in your face, and kind of taking the voice, controlling it, and making it feel like it's inside your head as a listener. Down here, we have two circuits. We have the tone and the aggro circuit. The aggro circuit allows you to dial in some parallel saturation that is specifically tuned for vocals to give them that little bit of harmonics and that little bit of aggressive push. So, for example, on your metal vocals, if you want your screaming to sound more aggressive, or even like your pop vocals, if you want them to sound just a little bit more saturated so they have more of their own frequency in the mix and they sit there. So it was very specifically dialed in just for vocals, like I said, and sounds fantastic. And then we have the tone circuit. And the tone circuit works like a multi-band compressor or dynamic EQ would, where it's going to give the vocals a type of EQ curve to it, but with compression. And the reason for that is that sometimes when your singer's hitting certain notes, for example, if they hit like a high B, there might be a certain frequency blast. Let's just pretend that's 3K. And, you're getting a 3K spike every time they hit this one vowel sound on that note. And it's like, whoa, it kind of jumps out of the speakers and gets a little bit of harshness in it. Having a multi-band compressor can help you control some of those things by keeping the EQ of your vocal flat across the whole thing how you want it. So aesthetically, I've kind of built it in to kind of scoop the vocal, add a little bit of top end sizzle and expensive air, and you can control how much of it you want. So let's hear it. Babe, I never called your name, but what do you say we go? Whoa, 'cause I gotta have you. So you can hear how through the range you can get pretty bright and kind of scooped sounding, or you can keep some of that mid-range in there. Either way, it kind of controls the mids and adds just a little bit of air, and it's going to keep the vocals in that pocket the whole time. Now we'll move on to the aggression circuit here, and this is going to add parallel saturation. Babe, I never called your name, but what do you say we go? Whoa, 'cause I gotta have. Let your vocals crunch up a little bit and get more aggressive in the mix. Let's slam this now. Babe, I never called your name, but what do you say we go? And the limiter allows you to select how hard you want to dig into the voice. So for example, you may not want to bring up the breaths, but you may want to aggressively limit your vocals and make them super controlled. But you have the option and the availability to do that. So you can get it aggressive in a plugin, for example, like gain reduction, but this gives you the control over the breaths and the flexibility that you're not going to find in a compressor like that. So there you go. That's an overview of JW Bus Glue Vocals.